Oh, yikes. Yikes! That's what I should have called today's talk, Mom. Yikes! Hello, welcome to my tube. My name's Marge. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having these little talks and the way I feel about things. Today, yikes! Yikes! Benny, get out of there! Yikes! Benny's in the bathroom. Benny making bad choice on Margie. Bad choice, Benny. I always do this when you get on the video, Marge. Go lay down, Benny. Come on. Go say hi. Go say hi. Come on, Benny. Come on, Benny. Come on. Come on. Good boy. I'm all energized. I'm all pumped up. Might be the caffeine, might be the coffee, it might be the energy. No, there's a lot of kinetic energy. I almost burnt Mom's toast. People don't know about energy. They don't know how energy works. Energy just isn't a button that you push to turn something on to induce something to create a reaction. False alchemy. It's not just that. You flip on a light, a contact closes, and then let there be light. You flip it on again, contact opens, turn the light off. You know, these are creature comforts that put people in a mindset that life is one kind of way when everybody's going to get back to grassroots. Ready for grassroots? We're going to get there because not everybody has had the same experiences, and we're all supposed to become in alignment, and that's how we're going to have the same experiences. Because people like me, heck, there have been times we haven't had utilities. You know what I mean? How many people just go through life just wasting water? The amount of water people waste is just insane to me to get an alchemic effect. I'm going to put all this water on this because I want green grass. Well, there ain't water where you live. You want green grass? Move someplace where there's green grass. You know, people shouldn't have to take from one thing to make another. You know, it's selfish and greedy. I know all about selfish and greedy. People have been saying I've been selfish and greedy my whole entire life because of Mary's son. I want to thank DM for contribution. I got freaking cool loot last night. I got to go to the freaking Ace Hardware, I guess. I don't know, this place has been here for 20-something years, but I guess they didn't get a whole lot of packages. But something almost got written up because I didn't have numbers on there aren't numbers here. So I'll go get some numbers. You know. Creature comforts, man, I'm telling you. It's like, do you know where it is? Yeah, then get it there. But there aren't numbers on it. That's stupid. And unhelpful. Tut-tuck! It's okay, pretty boy. Come on now. Come on. So yeah, and how energy works is that there's outside energy. There's kinetic energy that we can't see. Come on. Electricity, ideas, packets of information, call it whatever you want. Come on, Tut-tuck. Come on. Go see Retta. You want to go into kennel? Okay, go into kennel. Good dog. He's in the kennel. He's my most sensitive. I went outside like 10 minutes ago, let the dogs out before I started this talk. And there's dogs howling. It's like 9:30. I've never heard that dogs howling in the daytime. That's how bizarre the energy is. So DM hooked us up real good. He sent me and Mom a couple of these filter systems. Some freaking candles and weatherproof matches. Benny, lay down. Benny, lay down. Benny, you make bad choices. You do things. You get into stuff. I don't want you to get into stuff. So go lay down, Benny. Thank you, Benny. It's like 10 minutes. I think I'm going to take him to the store with me. Come on. Because he likes to go. I just wonder what he'll do while I'm in the store. If he'll just like whine the whole time, or if he'll bark at people, or... He's a good dog. You're not in trouble. You're a good dog. You're a good boy. I just don't want you getting into things that you get into. And I don't know what's in there, and I can't see you. Safety first. So, what else? A cool charging station and a bunch of food. Like one of those kits that you put away, like a go-bag kits that you put away for later, you know. Has all kinds of stuff. Like, I was making the list to go to the store yesterday. I was going to get waffle mix, and there's pancake mix in there. And Mom was asking about oatmeal yesterday, and we don't have any. I haven't got, because I don't like stuff anymore that says natural flavoring in it. I don't like that stuff anymore after what Jesse Zaboter disclosed about that stuff. That's what's happening right now, is all this stuff is real. All this SLR stuff, all this freaking, people worshiping, straight up worshiping Satan and all these false gods, all these demonic gods, all these gods with full spectrum, but they're going into the darkness because their benefits are better, because they make more money. If the worse things that they do, the more property, money, prestige they'll get. The greater their name will be known in history. But the thing is truth always comes out. So people are seeing people who they are, freaking, and they're like, oh shit, oh no, because I can't be wrong. I can't be wrong because this is how it is, and I am so certain of how reality is that I can't be wrong. And then something freaking comes along and which contradicts everything you've ever believed in. And then people are like hanging on to their reality. No, I can't be wrong. I can't be wrong. Okay, well go lay over there in the fetal position and not be wrong for the rest of your incarnate, or you can accept the reality of how the world really is, and that there's a lot of darkness and a lot of shadow. Everybody has it in them, and when people deny that, that's what I think about people that are like, I don't let go, you cuss. You cuss. I'm like, well, you fucking don't. You're a weirdo. That is not full spectrum. That is when people are just all in the light. I'm just going to live in the light. You know what happens? That allows the shadow to exist in your ignorance. And one day it's going to come out. Yeah. Because what you deny grows. Yeah. So I called today's talk. If God came and sat down next to you. No, Benny! Come in here! No, Benny! Thank you, Benny! Thank you, Benny! Thank you, Benny! That's why you can't be in there by yourself! Bad choice, Benny! Lay down. Lay down! Lay down! It's because so many people doubt. I mean, they say that they believe. If I sat down next to somebody and somebody said, hey, I'm God, I'd be like, okay, what can you do? Show me what you can do, God. I'd be like, tell me about, I'd ask them questions, all this stuff like that. But people are like, oh, God exists, God's real. But if God sat down right next to him and they said, I'm God, they'd be like, no, you're not. Because people believe that they are separate from God. They can't, because humans are programmed to believe that they are smaller and that you're apart from God. But what the astrology is doing is people are waking up to, we are aspects of God. And what we create with our aspects is only going to perpetuate the light or the darkness. Most of the time I'm light, sometimes I'm darkness, because I'm full spectrum. And when I say darkness, that just means I can talk shit. I say things. And they're like weapons and swords and things like that. So that is the darkness in me, the shadow in me. And I, every day, try not to live from that heart space. Most days I succeed, some days I don't. I'm still a spirit having a human experience, so I'm still human. I just recognize, Marge, is this the spirit that you want to, intangibilate? That was off the cuff. Make it tangible, intangibilate. How's that, Ma? Interesting. Intangibilate. You want to intangibilate? Like when I made Mom's toast this morning, that's how I know the energy is extra. I can know because I feel it, but then things happen that verify it, right? And this morning I almost burnt Mom's toast, and it's the same. I just muscle memory. It just always goes on the same spot because I know how she likes her toast, and if you put it here, it turns out how she likes it. But today it freaking almost burnt the toast. That's how I know that there's so much more kinetic energy. There's just so much outwardly stuff. And so many people are dying, and all that is spiritual Kundalini life force energy that was never realized when it was in its soul sack. Yep, that's what charges you. That's what, the only perpetual motion machine that really exists truly in my mind is the one that creates love. And through that, ideas are supposed to be created so everyone benefits. But there's this reindeer game that was invented years ago of controller and controllee. And so people have been made to live as slaves. Yeah. And it's oh so much more prevalent in modern day society. Everything's a reindeer game. Everything's a game. Every job or every company that exists, it's a club. It's its own secret little club. And I was denied membership of clubs about 70 times when I moved to Oregon. I was unemployable. And with my resume, that's really hard to believe. So that tells me it's personal. It's personal. People my whole life said, Marge, it's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about you. Well, then why don't people let me have my way? Why don't they use my ideas? Because they want to think that their ideas are better. And when people feel small, they're not about inclusion. They're not about listening. See, because I grew up, well, what's your idea? What's your idea? Here's my idea. What's your idea? It's called brainstorming. You know, but what had happened is like the people that were, what happened is society created an environment where only certain people were allowed to invoke ideas, and they're fucking idiots. And now they're running this country, and they turn themselves into millionaires, billionaires, some of them, all for our own good. And now people are going to go in and start taking because they don't have that power, that God source inside that says, you don't hurt other people. You don't go and take. You don't steal shit. You don't threaten people. You don't harm people. You don't cause destruction. You don't cause harm. So today of all days, I hope fucking people remember that. When they're out in DC, yeah, remember that. That's why I don't have guns. I am marksman. I hit my target with freaking anything, man. A lighter? I got this way of freaking flinging a lighter. You could probably hit it, you know. I don't have guns because if you live by the sword, you will die by the sword. So yeah, keep your Second Amendment. You know what? If somebody comes up to me, don't miss. Okay? Don't miss. And the thing is, people, I see it in the news, the media, their trigger discipline, their finger is on the trigger. You do not ever put your finger on the trigger of a gun unless you fire that arm. Understand? And people don't. And then they're like, oh shit, I didn't even know. Yeah, now you took a fucking life. Karma. Boom, boom. Chain. Didn't you ever watch A Christmas Carol? Now you got another I got change on my soul. You know why? Because I was aged. Because of my job in the fucking Air Force. So I have lots of change on my spirit. Because I brought the carts. The start machines that started the machines that dropped the bombs. That killed so many people for no fucking reason. So we could go in there and then these men could tell themselves that they get hazardous duty pay and they get all these special bonuses to go back and rebuild what they tore down. So now I just try to get people to put the fucking sword down and live in peace. Yeah, you know, and there's so many men like me. That's the thing. That's what is my extra frustration, because if I had PTSD, if I was a man, if I could, I watched an episode on it on Longmire the other day. This guy's boss, you know, he was a veteran, and this guy fucking put a Molotov cocktail in some woman's because he got his feelings hurt and stuff like that. You know, and these are the people that are protected. You know, the people that are talking every day to say, don't live from that space of anger. Don't go there. If you feel it, go walk it off. Go run in place. Do it. You know, that's why I'm always doing stuff just to get it out. Just because people stuff it and it festers and it grows, that darkness grows. And then they try to do things like drink and take drugs and things like that to offset it so they can ignore it. It grows. It grows. So, breathing exercises are good. I don't know why I haven't gotten hooked up with, I do know why I haven't gotten hooked up with Marge and Marge's astrology. And I guess she teaches like 14 classes a day or a week for free. what does she call it? Some kind of yoga, not the stretchy kind, the breathy kind. mm. That's what we're coming into is a time period of are people really going to value life, or are they going to give up their spirit? That's pretty much all there is to it. The only thing that we don't have that I kind of wish we had was a freaking generator. We don't have it. If we had a generator, then that would be. Maybe I can find one on Craigslist or something today. Because the well still has power. You still got to use the power to freaking operate the well. But see, that's the thing. A lot of us feel like we don't want to be right. We don't want to be right. We don't want to be right, but so many people are of the same frequency, are thinking the same thing. That so is. What's funny is I know exactly where, because people keep talking about taking the power down. At this point this morning, I found myself not caring because I'm pretty sure that I can handle myself in any situation. What I worry about is all the other people that can't. All the people that are clueless, man. They don't know how to they don't know nothing about nothing because they're just creature comfort land, And I've had to be restored. We've always been survivors, huh, Ma? Ever since I was a little girl, I've been collecting data on how to freaking make fire if you don't have a match, or make water if you don't have rain. Huh? What's the matter, Benny? Are you okay? What's wrong? You stressed? Am I stressing you out? Do I need to take it down about 2 notches? There's a good girl and a good boy. What's wrong? There's a good boy. I'll take it down. I went and the other bathroom. We don't use the other bathroom a whole lot except at night. But I kind of turned that into my morning office kind of thing, like where So I was dancing in there this morning. Is what I was doing. I haven't danced in a few days. Like I was twisting the night away with Sam Cooke, and I was 15 years old when I won my first dance contest. I'm 46 now, so you could imagine. I got some moves. Because I'm not fucking afraid to embarrass myself. And I've my whole life I've danced like nobody's watching because nobody really pays attention to me anyway. In a positive way. Yet, I think it's changing. So, let's see if I can hit this in the sink right here. Oh! Behind the dresser. I ain't as cool as I thought I was. See, you ain't never know 100%. That's why I always try and stay the right size, because... every time when I was growing up, I learned that lesson. I'd start to get cocky about something, and I'd do it, and I'd end up freaking looking like an ass. So that just taught me a long time ago, don't get too big for your britches. Like, maybe you can do stuff, maybe you can't. Some days you can, some days you can't. What's the matter? Is there food over here? What's going on? I don't know. I should probably get going to the store, though, because it's almost 10. I want to be home by 11, eat a couple cookies, and just one. I'll just eat a cookie. That's the thing, escapism right now. That's why I'm trying to actually curb myself. Because it's one of those, escapism is paranoia. And less is more. So the less you do, the more it's going to impact you. So just need a little bit these days. Just enough to take the freaking pain. I slept really good last night. I slept really good. I woke up, I had a nice landing, my spirit came back into my soul sack. Mom slept out here. She put herself to bed about 6:30. I came back, after I did my talk last night, I came out and she was already cuddled in, so I was like, all right. What if that's, are you comfortable? Yeah. Were you comfortable? You slept good? And so we got up about 7, so I came out. Hello, good morning, pretty lady. Did you sleep good? Yeah, she slept good. All right, let's do this. Another day. Another day. So I was thinking about recipes. Keejan yesterday was talking about, or a couple days ago, last live I saw her in. Maybe it's been a few days. Time is so freaking fluid right now. About eating healthier and stuff like that. If you want to check out a plant-based diet, an app. A source I used for years is Forks Over Knives. There's an app that has all kinds of recipes and stuff like that. So I've been cooking better and stuff, and so I was going to the store, and I was like, I think I'm gonna make spaghetti today, you know, because I got to get what my body craves. Because when your body gets cravings, you know, it's telling you that you need something. Like when people want ice cream a lot, it tells me their body needs calcium, you know. So I listen to my body, what it tells me, and I give it what it wants. It's just everything's in moderation. Yes, Heyoka have a very hard time with moderation. So the astrology is wild today. Today's the day that the people have been talking about for a long time, so people have been putting a lot of attention on it. Oh, I forgot. That's what I was talking about. They keep talking about like the power grid and stuff going down. And I know exactly, the one in the Omaha, Midwest, I know where the building is. Because I knew the guy that freaking worked there. I knew one of the guys that worked there. And he's like, you know what's in this? I'm like, no. You know, people don't, it's just a building. It's just a building. People walk up past it every day. You know, there's all these buildings. People don't understand what's inside these buildings. And in this building, because I used to work right next to it. And a buddy of mine worked there. And he's like, in this building that's where they freaking, they control the power grid for the whole Midwest. And I was like, oh, okay. You know? And I gotta say what building it is, that's stupid. But I'm just like saying, if these people casually say this to people in conversation, and then, you know, people just happen to know this. I mean, OPSEC has been out of the window since the cell phone existed. You know? That's operational security. That's like military intelligence is an oxymoron. It's because the people that run it, they're only looking at what they're just, I don't know. I met a few of them and less than impressed. You know? Yeah. Yep. Well, this is kind of a cool song. I like it. Johnny Cash, I Walk the Line. So when people are waking up to the new world, try not to sit in judgment. Try, you know, when you're figuring out who all the people who are, you know, who all the dastardly doers, all the nefarious, are you going to be able to keep love in your heart for them and pray for them? That they can step to God? They're going to step into Jesus Christ, and if they don't, are you going to love them anyway? I don't know if I can. I hope so. I'm pretty good out of it. I've befriended a lot of scoundrels. I've known a lot of people that have done a lot of things that other people would not know of them just because they've done it. And I'm just like, people make mistakes. Now, if they keep doing the same behavior, that's a different kind of thing. But if they're doing things to put them towards the light, that's a different kind of thing. People sitting in the dark or living towards the light. What actions are we taking every day to do that? When I get, yikes energy, I dance it out in the morning in the bath, where, because my energy, I need to get it out, but I don't need to put it on other people. Mom is extra sensitive and she don't always like it. She's pretty good at ignoring it though, huh, Mom? She's been doing it for years. You've been ignoring my outbursts, huh? Yeah. What do I do, Mom? I dance. I always dance. I'm gonna be the freaking little 80-year-old woman in a freaking 5-year-old, you know, with the 5-year-old, just with the hearts, because I keep all of the aspects of with me, and I bring them into the situation. It's like, which one do I need to use here now, today, you know? Because people take life too seriously, so that's when I like to interject humor. They get pissed. But I do it fucking anyway. What do I care? Lighten up, man. You know, that's what I realized a couple days ago. I was talking about how I need to not be so serious. So I realized when I went and danced it out, and you raise your heart, you get your blood pumping, and the faster. I used to do that for a cross train. I had to, when I was in the Air Force, they made me go to the Chunky Chicken Club, and I ran on that cross trainer for an hour. That's keeping your heart rate above 156 for like 45 minutes. I would do that, because I got low blood sugar, so it's like you got to work. I'm not low blood sugar, low heart blood pressure. So I got to work harder. You know, I had to work harder. So all metabolism is. That's the thing that is so funny to me. Is all metabolism is your life force energy, and are you using more of it to process the food, which is supposed to be energy that we eat, or are you putting more in and then not burning the outcome? See, people are, because the humanic resonance and all that stuff is speeding up. So are we. So everybody's having more energy. They're having more, all the, it's like, and I hate the frickin' control freaks. They use terminology like, you're manic. No, it's just that frickin' Mars is moving into Taurus. And it's not in Aries anymore. And when it's in Aries, it's tough energy and it doesn't feel good. And now since it's moving into Taurus, it feels a little bit better, so I'm a little less dense. So fuck your manic. See, those control freaks, man. First they made hospitals to put people in that, that didn't think like them. And then they started paying themselves all this money. And then they started using all this stuff that people were in the hospitals were saying and profiting and benefiting from that. So karma's coming. You ready for the karma? I'm ready for it. Good, bad, or indifferent. I just want to get past it onto the next level. And we're not going to get past it onto the next level until we absolve what are the wreckage from our past. And whether it's in this incarnation or last incarnation. Hello, stoner chick. How are you today? I'm going to get going. You know what? I think that was you yesterday. Was it you or Naked and Afraid that said that about the senator? And I saw, and then she came back and made another comment and said I was wrong. They didn't do this, and I was just like, you know what? I say I'm wrong a lot. Don't I, Ma? Do I often say I'm wrong? Because I'm not always right. And, so, and I try not to say, trust me when I say, well, I'm not always right, so I like to stay in the position of that. But it's just good and refreshing to see when other people admit when they're wrong. Those are the people that I like. I like when people admit when they're wrong. Oh God, ain't nobody 100%, so ain't nobody gonna Paul Bear Free Ninjas. That's funny. See, that's the peacemaker. I'm a peacemaker because freaking I know war, and people are talking about their spiritual warriorness. How are you at triage? If you see somebody get shot right in front of you, you're gonna run up and put your hand in their bull. What are you gonna do? Are you gonna be with them if they're freaking gushing blood out their neck and they're taking their last breaths? Are you gonna comfort them, even though you're freaking out and you don't know what you can't believe what you're saying? Are you gonna keep them in a place of peace as they take their last breath and meet their maker? Are these things that people can do because people are going to see? I've done it. No, I haven't done that. No, I haven't done. But I've been with people in extreme times of, I've come up on accidents and stuff. I'm a first responder. I just don't freaking overeat or get paid for it. That's a lot. That's like, well, it's like give me any topic. I don't care how much people love it. I don't like these first responders, and everybody does a nurse, and it's just like I see all these pictures on Facebook and social media of all these first responders and all these nurses. How are you going to fucking tout health if you're about 35, 40 pounds overweight, unhealthy? You really want people, it's more of that do as I say, not as I do, right? Yeah? The only reason why I'm thin right now is because I just went through a very stressful period. My body did not want to eat. So it freaking ate itself. If I'm not careful and I don't stay balanced, I can just put that freaking soul sack right back on to protect myself, my soul, and keep it, People can't protect your soul. You got to use your soul. You got to wear your armor of God, protect your soul, or use your soul, and be that little freaking beam of light. I hope you have a rad day, Edward. Lindholm. Oh, the public. I barely. I was the kid that always questioned everything, so I always barely passed. That ain't. And the only is funny. Hey, Mr. Eaton. Who failed me in history? Can I have my summer of 89 back? Because the history you taught was all shit. Right? Mr. Eaton and Redding Cow, everybody loved that guy. I'm like, dude, he's a fucking dunce, dude. He just says corny things and he moves around like a clown. He ain't that deep. And he knew that I knew that. So I ended up failing history that year and had to repeat it in summer school. Yeah. Well, it's alright, Benny. I'm wrapping it up. I wonder if he doesn't feel good. When I get worked up, he's working? Okay. Alright. I'm going to go. Time to go.